Downston Abbey with Craig, Josh and Green. On today's episode, a chat about identity.
Really minor things like shop. You could become a businessman, for example, or you could be a criminal.
So this
and
explains
try and get
everything,
that
and he's
fortune just
Canadian.
a little bit faster.
Yeah.
You could become a
So I mean, he just lives
policeman
near some trees.
and or
This is impressive
paramedic,
to him.
a firefighter. The list goes on. In each of these careers, there's a totally separate progression path where you can grow your way through the ranks. And
It's got the
unlock
dramatic
abilities
music in the
and move your way.
I
background.
love
In
it.
addition to
Look
that,
at the
there's
lorry.
even player government where you, the people, are actually going to be able to elect other players into office.
Oh
and
God,
set
you
laws
gotta
and
elect
control
people.
No
taxes
one's
and
going
control
to do
policies.
it.
No.
And fun's really always the main focus here too. We're going to make sure that whatever you're doing is going to be fun.
It's not going to be
Enjoy doing
fun.
it.
I saw
But
the
with that
video a
said,
minute
we're
ago.
keeping some things not so much on the traditional arcadey role of MMOs, but getting more a little realistic when it comes to weapons, health, and vehicles.
Oh,
That
good.
is, vehicles are going to handle like real vehicles. They're going to crash like real vehicles.
This is
Weapons
basically
are gonna
Star
shoot
Citizen
like
all
a
over
real
again, isn't it?
counterpart
It
in
is,
real
isn't
life.
it?
We also
Oh,
understand
you're going to be able to get in the car and you have to change the rims and you'll be able to wear a suit and you're going to be able to...
So we give a
You
lot
have to go
that
to
you
the
can do in
supermarket where
downtime
you
to
work
fun
and
little
stack some
social
shelves
things
for
that don't
4
really
hours.
need to be
Brexit
done,
means
but, you know,
Brexit.
why not? It's something fun. Text communication exists, but we've sort
And
of downplayed
we've
it a bit
come up
compared
with
to most
several
other MMOs.
emulations, and if you
Instead,
do go
we're
for
going a
Brexit,
voice
then
over
the pound
IP,
goes down for a
which
bit, but
means
then
when you
the minister
speak
says something
into
and
your
then it goes up for a
microphone, your
bit.
voice is
Graphics
coming
are
out of your
stunning, but
character,
the people
your
still look like
character's mouth will
moles.
move and everything
Yeah, they
accordingly.
just stood
With
there with
this,
their
we
arms
actually
by
create
Look at that, he does it at my stage,
like
though.
the start
Fair
of
point.
Counter-Strike.
And if
Does
karaoke's
look
not
like
right,
guys
then
at
we
my
have other
stage.
fun stuff like
Does look
cinema.
exactly the
cinemas
same.
are actually playing real movies. You can walk in, sit down.
I love how he's
with
saying
friends
all
and
this as
watch
if it
an actual
exists.
movie play start to end.
Like, you will be
We even
able
have
to, not
musical
you can.
instruments that you can actually play note by note, however you
Not
like.
as
You can
jewelry
write
shop,
your own
this is
songs,
the
play
fucking
anything you want. And to make that
psychopath.
even better, we have places to play in concert halls that amplify the music that you're playing on
And
stage.
you just go
for
in
all
there
your
and you
friends
start
to
talking
see
about
and
Huey
watch.
Lewis and the
You'll even
news.
find libraries full of player-written books
Just put
and
down
art
newspaper on the
galleries
floor.
that are displaying art pieces that other people have actually drawn in the game, and they're for sale in the gallery.
This is like if
If
you've
you're
got
looking
that
for
special
something a little more
combination of
action-oriented, but you
psychopathy
don't have
and
a lot of time to
autism,
get
so you
into
can't
the
actually
game,
go out and
there's
act on it.
fun little mini games such as paintball that you can play with your friends.
What the fuck is this game
Paintball.
about? What are you supposed to do?
Paintball.
Oh, was that paintball? I thought that was like
The economy and
content.
identity is actually really quite interesting, and
Oh,
the
the
main
economy's
reason
interesting.
that is that the majority of the items that are for
Said
sale
no
on
one
the
ever.
NPC store are actually made by players. For example, take a T-shirt. If you wanted to actually create a T-shirt, you not only
Jesus
choose the
Christ.
fabric it's made out of, the colors. You can even put symbols on it, and when that is
What's
sold
that got
in the
to do
You
with
store,
could
whoever
even
buys it's gonna
put
have that
symbols
exact
on
piece
it.
that you made. What makes this even more interesting is that
They
these
love showing
items
the
sold in
prison.
the stores are
I was going to say,
priced
what's
based
the
on supply and
context behind
demand.
this? He's talking about the
So if there's
economy
a lot
and
of
he goes back
t-shirts
to
of
the
a certain
prison.
kind for sale in this one particular store, the price is going to be pretty cheap relative to another store that doesn't have any. Because of this,
This is so
delivery
weird because
missions can
this
come
must
into
be all
play. You can
assets.
actually
There's
make
no
money
way he had
transporting
that
goods from
actual
point A to
resources to
point
make
B
something that
and
look
sell
like
them.
this.
We'll even have
I
apps that
don't
you
know.
can use.
This has
on
got to be
your
all the shit
in-game
that comes free
smartphone
with
or
the
your
Unreal
in-game
Engine.
computer to monitor the prices of certain commodities.
Because it can't be
at the
someone this
time.
deluded has managed
If
to
you're
convince
really into the
enough
business
people
side
to
of
do all
things,
this
though,
stuff.
the next step up would probably be real
Unless
estate.
he's like some sort of
Now,
millionaire's
you
son
can
or
buy
something.
real estate in the world. Every house that you see in the world
Who's-
is available for purchase. And if you're to buy that, you can use it for yourself, or you can
Oh,
even
you
set
see
it
that
up
mountain
for
over there?
rent.
You can go to that.
Any house that you have that's rented,
That's what I'm
by
waiting
a
for.
player
Sit moving.
is going to be producing income all the
There,
time.
a
Yeah,
moose.
And
yeah,
the step
yeah,
up from
moose.
there even
Moose
Go
is
boot
in
it.
the mountain. You can ride the moose and boot the moose.
Homes of real estate.
Love it.
What you'll do is you'll inflate the price of the house and there'll be
There
a
are two
fucking
kinds of
stock
homes and
economy
identity.
crap.
They
You
love
have
that stock
apartments and
house, though.
houses.
Yeah, that one
Apartments
house.
are
You're going to be able to go in
instances,
this
meaning
one
that
house over and
anything
over
can
again.
have them. There's an unlimited number of them available.
Unlimited
You
number of
interact
them.
with a certain
Yet you show us
apartment
one.
building who can build load into your
Great.
instance apartment. Houses,
Oh.
on the other hand, are out
Oh.
in the world.
Houses are out.
Like I said earlier, every single house out in the world is viable and rentable. And when you have one
Viable
of these
and
houses,
rentable.
it's unique. Only one person can own a certain house on that server in the
Who's-
world.
This
at any
is such
given
bollocks. This is never going to
When you first
happen.
buy your home, is going to come both empty and sort of shabby. So you
Like, there's no
your
focus,
walls,
is there?
your
It's
trims,
just-
if you want to like redo
you
the
can do
floor,
everything,
replace
ever.
hardwood, that's up to you. You can even choose.
You
the
can go
style
to
and color,
space.
and then it's time
You
to
can
buy furniture
just
and move
buy
it
the
all in.
fucking
The cool
house.
thing here is
If-
that a
if
lot
you
of the
get
The
versions
Unreal
of
Engine
the
is
home
stunning
don't
for
function
graphics.
I'm waiting
not
to
just
get to the
for
side. I'll see you later.
some-
Bye.
For example, a sofa
In a
or a
bit.
chair can be
The Unreal
satin.
Engine is very
Television,
good,
you can
though.
actually
But you
watch
can get
streaming
the Jewel of
gameplay other people
Akamoto,
play
and you can
identity
turn back time,
anytime.
and
If you have a
you
radio,
can
you
go
turn
and
it
make
on,
a
listen
deal
to
with
streaming radio,
Doramu.
real internet radio stations. closets
keep going back.
store any sort of clothing.
And-
But only one deal can be made by
Yeah.
one person at any one time. Because it's a boot economy.
For example, or even
You can use the cloak of
the
levitation.
list goes on and
You
on.
could
and
ride
the
a
point
moose
is
into
that a lot of
Valhalla.
the stuff that you have in
You can
your house
open
isn't
infinite
just for
dimensions and
decoration.
go to those
Oh,
dimensions.
God.
A lot of
Sorry,
stuff
go on.
is
They
just
all
for
have their own
decoration,
types of
and we have
physics,
some really
and
cool
it's
things.
amazing.
For example, if you take
And
a
then you
screenshot
can
of
make
your
your own
smartphone
game within the game, and then you can sell that to the people in the game, and they can go and play that game. Yeah, it's a better game. It's Grand Theft Auto.
On the wall to everybody in your apartment.
Everyone in the game
We
will
go
want to
even
play your
further
game
with
because
this,
it's better
allowing
than
you
this
to get
one.
canvases where you can paint by hand anything that you can imagine. You'll see this masterpiece
What
right
a
here.
painting.
I made myself.
What a
It's probably going to be
painting.
worth a fortune.
Is this real? Is this not just like a
Homes have a lot
parody
of other
of the Star
functionality
Citizen
too.
thing?
One of the
Apparently.
main things that you're probably
You know,
using
like
for is
Star
storage.
Citizen says
Any
all this
items
sort of
that
shit.
you have out in the world, you can store in your house for safety.
You can store it in your house.
Lovely.
Player characters.
Character customization is gonna be very
Yeah,
expensive.
what is going on
Some
there?
fucking Somali
Focus
refugee
immersion
on the
in
left.
world. We have to go just as far with
Somali
characters as
refugee.
well.
That's
That
the
means that there's gonna
diversity
be a
of
lot
2
of
white
focus on
guys and a
character
black guy.
customization to make sure that you can look truly
So there's a different type. Oh, here we go. Brazilian girl.
And because there's
Oh,
no
no
skills,
black-
there's
no.
no leveling.
No.
When you get in the game, you can
Not
play with your
interested in
friends
that.
no matter how long they've been playing before you. You can just jump right in and get right into it right off the bat.
You
What?
read into it.
But there's no one in
Oh,
the
the prison again!
They must have a really high recidivism rate because it's like there's no one in that
We'll give
fucking
you more
prison.
information on that at a later time. But one thing that we can say about it is, in addition
Why are
to
the
your
sparks
generic
coming out of
health,
that one?
I was about to say, it must
Who-
be a
welding?
halfway past that.
things that
Yeah,
you
who's
can
welding
use
in
money
that
for.
cell?
Anybody can do
Why have you given him a welder if
Is
he's
that
in
that
prison?
submarine?
Shipwreck
I don't think it's a
excavation,
luxury
hunting,
yacht.
fishing, and so on.
It's
There's
Silent
even
Hill.
things that you could do, such
Yeah,
as
why
robbery.
is it so
You can
foggy?
kidnap other people. You can produce drugs.
You can
do
produce
smuggling or
drugs.
arms dealing.
To what? Make you
Now,
think you're playing a
computers,
game?
on the other hand, you have to apply to and join. These are things like police,
You can take
paramedics, and
psilocybin to
firefighters,
make you
and
think you're
there's
playing
even
something
more.
better.
These all have their own progression. For example, in police, you can become a detective, you can become a
Fucking
DEA
hell.
agent, or a SWAT member. All of the police that
This
you
is such
encounter in the
bollocks.
game when you're a criminal are going to be
I-
played by other people who are working up the ranks to be the best cop you can be. That means it's going to be
Oh
their
my
focus
God.
to stop you. when you're
I'm
doing
still
something
struggling
illegal.
to find out what the
If you're
actual
interested in
point
becoming
is.
a police officer, you're also
Oh,
going
you
to
turn
get
the
all
lights
kinds
on.
of extra
Yeah.
powers and abilities and even weapons.
Where's the actual policeman? You did a lot of work on that car, which I'm definitely wasn't an asset flip.
You can tase them if you have to
Dog.
subdue them without killing them.
Oh, no
You
body,
have your own
though.
Special vehicles with police radar, sirens, searchlights, and the list goes on.
The list
police
goes on.
force will be
Oh,
a very
prison again.
organized structure
Yeah.
that you
Hard
can
stock
control.
asset.
Oh, PvP. It's taken us 8 minutes to get to PvP.
While there's a whole
Oh,
slew of
there's
things
the
that you can
Oh
do.
my
concept
God.
art of the guy with a sniper
Players
There's an
rifle.
player
artist
combat
drawing
is always
a
an important
visual
thing
fit.
in great MMOs, and identity is no exception here. Where we are different is in how we do it. Members of gangs
How we
can
do it.
declare war
You're
on
not
other
doing
people,
anything.
and
You've
if they
done
accept,
nothing. You show me a
open
prison.
war can begin where you can kill these other people at any given time. There are also
It's just the thing is, he's just describing Grand Theft Auto 5.
Something that you would expect.
So why wouldn't
I
I
just
just
play
play
that?
that?
Yeah.
Where you capture a certain
Since it's
area
actually out
and then
and
gain
works
benefits
and
from
hasn't got a
holding it.
guy
In the
welding
case
in
of
a
the cartel,
prison.
for example, you'll get a cut
Or
of
the
drugs
water
that
leak
could
they're
use
never
to
going to
Yeah.
fix.
And
Identity
one
is a
bloke
huge
standing
game with a
there
lot
in the
to do.
prison.
We've only just gotten started in its development.
And this
We're going to be
completely
releasing
unrelated
this
hunting bit.
information on a very regular basis to all of our backers.
Fuck off,
Only a few
Asylum.
people have taken it this far in a couple of short months. Imagine where we're going to be in a year with your support.
Identity. Is that what it's called? Identity? Right. A trailer is not 9 minutes long, mate.